Um, so the last thing I'd like to ask you then is, as what do you think is the most important aspect of leadership?
I think the most important aspect of leadership is self awareness, because self awareness is humbling. Until you reach that point, I call it heightened self awareness, you think that you know everything when you do not know a thing. You come from a place. It's like when you're a lawyer, for example, you have leading questions and you lead because you already know the answer. That's the answer you want. Right? When you have self-awareness, you come from a place of asking open-ended questions because you are willing to hear a different point of view. And we see that all the time in the industry, right? The question, how things are phrased, that the project, this is what the project manager wants, but it boxes us in, and it perpetuates a status quo, and it reinforces that view that this is how we've always done things. It doesn't open your mind up to contemplate alternative solutions. And I think it robs the project and also the industry from just having people say what's on their mind. And it comes back to when you talk about leadership and, for example, men, how men lead, and why is it that some men don't talk up when they see things happen on site. For example, something happened to a woman, or some men, is because the leaders, I believe, lack this level of self-awareness, and so they come from a place of superior authority. That's what happens when you have self-awareness. You come from a point of humbleness, because you're always open to learning new things and receiving, and you know that you don't know everything. um, so I would say a lot of us lack self-awareness, and it's a journey, and it's an appreciation, and I think it's being open to recognize that you are not always right, and that you don't know everything. And
Mm.
that's a struggle for a lot of people in the industry, because we're in an industry where you're supposed to know everything, but that's not life. And that's why so many projects go wrong,
Yeah.
because everything is pinned to one person who is supposed to know everything about the project. And so they can't. It's inhuman.
Hmm.
You can't
Hmm.
be a human being and be like that. So I would say level of self-awareness. All the great leaders that I study and that I look up to, like in my circle, they all have a high level of self-awareness. And one of the things that I've learned is that great leaders are open to learning more. They're open to teaching. They will show you the way. They will not hold anything back from you, and that's because they have a high when you have a high level of self-awareness. You're not worried about who's coming to take my shine, or shine is there for everybody.